My child, do not walk away right now. Freeze your finger where it is. Do not exit. Do not dismiss this as another moment in a river of moments. Heaven arranged this exact second. I am speaking directly to you in this very moment. I knew when your eyes would meet these words. I knew what you would be carrying. I knew the exact pressure on your chest and the exact doubt in your mind. This is not random timing. This is divine interruption. I see your thumb hovering. I see the little impulse to scroll, the tiny tremor of your attention looking for an exit, the sudden yawn of boredom that wasn't there a heartbeat ago. I see the thought, I'll come back later. I see the whisper, this is not important. My child, that is not your personality. That is spiritual pressure. The urge to leave is not neutral. It is the signal that this moment matters. Resistance reveals significance. When you feel the pull to leave while I am speaking, you are touching the edge of a battle you cannot see but you can feel. Let this be your new cue. The urge to exit is your sign to stay. Listen to me. I will make this very clear. There is a binary here. Leaving right now is not a small choice. It is agreement with distraction. Staying right now is not passive. It is spiritual alignment. Attention is agreement. Attention is currency in the spirit. What you give your gaze to, you empower. What you linger with, you join. When you stay, you cooperate with the miracle I am unfolding. When you rush away, you align with delay that looks like busyness but functions like bondage. Choose which kingdom receives your attention in this second. You wonder why this feels so intense over something so small as a finger and a screen. Because I am not after the screen, I am after your heart. Because the same reflex that pulls you from this word has been pulling you from me. This is why you've been avoiding me. And I will show you the root plainly, not someday, tonight. I will name it. I will untangle it. I will lift what you could not. Stay with me long enough for the revelation to land where it needs to land. Hear me. 99% will walk away and miss what I prepared for this exact moment. They will feel the tug, call it nothing, and surrender their attention to the noise. But you are still here. You are not like the 99%. Your staying tells me something about your hunger, your humility, your readiness. Do not underestimate what is happening in you as you choose to remain. Something is already aligning. Something is already softening. Something is already opening. Urgency does not mean fear. Urgency means significance. Breathe. Keep your heart steady. Refuse the exit door. This is not casual. This is not ordinary. This is not content. This is calling. If you will hold still in this holy interruption, I will speak to the hidden place. I will answer the question beneath your questions, and I will set the next step in front of you. Freeze your finger. Keep your eyes with me. Staying is the first door, and you have just put your hand on the handle. My child, hear me. I knew you would try to exit. I knew the exact second your thumb would twitch. I knew the thought that rose, this is too much. I knew the compromise that followed, I'll do it later. I knew the heaviness underneath. I'm tired of hoping. I am not surprised by your reflexes. I am not offended by your pauses. I accounted for them when I marked this minute before you opened your eyes this morning. This moment is not the product of an algorithm. It is the product of my intention. Heaven scheduled this interruption as a rescue and a course correction. You call it coincidence. I call it precision. Before daylight touched your room, I set this second apart. I saw your calendar. I saw the messages you would receive. I saw the noise that would crowd you and the fatigue that would try to numb you. I placed a stop sign in your scroll. I put a hand on your shoulder in the middle of your motion. This is not punishment. This is protection. I am not scolding you for almost leaving. I am saving you from a slow drift that steals your days without asking for your permission. Listen closely. Urgency is not threat. Urgency is significance. Urgency means a window is open right now, a window of clarity, a window of tenderness, a window of alignment. Do not confuse the weight you feel with fear. It is the weight of meaning. Some moments carry more consequence than others because they reconnect you to what I have been quietly arranging. This is one of those moments. Staying right now is obedience. Do not underestimate it. The enemy tells you obedience must look dramatic to be real. That is a lie. Obedience can look like breathing in place. Obedience can look like keeping your eyes with me when every lesser thing is asking for them. Obedience can look like a soft yes that no one hears but me. When you choose to remain, you are already turning the wheel back onto the road I traced for you. Staying is not stalling. Staying is steering. I hear the whispers in your mind. I don't have the energy for another deep talk. I can't handle disappointment again. What if nothing changes? My child, I am not here to shame you. I am here to say what you have been dodging with gentleness that will not crush you. I am here to put language to the ache you buried, and I will not expose what I will not heal. I will not ask you to relive pain without giving you peace. I am not dragging you, I am drawing you. So keep your fingers still. Keep your heart open. This is a carefully measured interruption, not to embarrass you, but to restore you to yourself and to me. I am a God of precision. I do not waste minutes. I do not play with hope. I knew you would try to exit. That is why I met you at the door. Stay and let the timing do its work. My child, I am going to tell you why you have been avoiding me. Not to shame you, to free you. You did not back away because you stopped believing. You backed away because closeness would make you feel. You have been trying to survive by going numb. You called it moving on. You called it staying strong. But it was anesthesia, not healing. You silenced the room of your soul because the echoes inside it felt too loud. I saw the nights when you cried without sound so no one would hear you. I saw the mornings you put your face back on and said, "I'm fine," while your ribs carried a private ache. I saw you keep serving, keep smiling, keep producing, while a part of you went quiet to avoid another disappointment. You wondered if your heart broke wrong and healed crooked. You whispered to yourself, "If I get close again and nothing changes, I'll break." And beneath that, the quieter fear you never voiced. If God speaks, I'll have to respond. You were not avoiding me. You were avoiding the collision between your tenderness and your reality. Hear me. Fatigue dressed itself like distance. Weariness put on the clothes of backsliding, but it was simply a soul that has carried more than it admits. You are not faithless. You are tired. Your avoidance was a shelter you ran to when storms kept revisiting the same address. You thought if you kept moving, you could outrun the ache. Distraction became your soft chain, enough to keep you from stopping long enough to feel. And numbness felt like safety because it postponed the moment you were afraid of. I was there for every almost prayer you swallowed. I watched you hover over the words and choose silence because you could not bear another no, another not yet, another mystery without clear lines. I saw the questions you tried to bury without burial. Why did that door stay closed? Why did that person not stay? Why did the promise take so long that hope felt like a liability? I am not offended by your questions. I am not frightened by your tears. I do not despise your shaking hands. Listen to me. I will not expose you to embarrass you. I am uncovering to heal. I will not tear off your armor and leave you vulnerable in the open. I will unbuckle it with my own hands and hold you while you remember how to breathe. I will restore your sensitivity without flooding you. I will teach you how to feel again without drowning. I will sit with you in what you buried and speak peace into it until the sting loses its grip. Let the numbness thaw. Let the tears come if they are there. They are not evidence of failure, they are evidence of thawing. Let the weight you called normal be named as what it is, a defense that kept you from collapsing but also kept you from dancing. I am not asking you for a performance. I am asking you for presence. Bring me the ache, not the act. Bring me the fear that says, if I get close and nothing shifts, I won't survive. I will meet you in that sentence with strength you do not have yet. I supply what I require. I give what I ask for. And as you allow feeling to return, discernment returns with it. Sensitivity returns with it. Hope returns with it. Not the fragile hope of yesterday, but a rooted hope that breathes even under pressure. Stay here with me a little longer. Do not run from the room you have kept locked. I have the key, and I am gentle. I am here to lift the lid with you, to lay my hand upon what trembles, and to tell you, you are safe to feel again in my presence. This is not exposure, this is recovery. This is the beginning of your heart waking up. My child, listen to me. The numbness did not grow in a vacuum. It was fed. It was maintained. It was groomed by a strategy that did not need to break you to block you. The enemy did not need to ruin you, only to keep you moving long enough to miss what I am doing. Distraction has been his soft chain, not loud enough to alarm you, just soft enough to pass as normal. Diversion, dilution, delay. If he can keep you scrolling, he can keep you from listening. If he can keep you busy, he can keep you from becoming. I watched the pattern. Constant noise in your ears so your inner ear could not hear. A schedule so full you wore exhaustion like a badge. Doom scrolling that baptized your mind in fear and comparison. Entertainment as anesthesia that made the ache quieter for an hour and deeper by morning. Later became a promise you never cashed. Later sounded responsible while it quietly moved the finish line beyond your reach. Later is a trap when I am speaking now. Hear me name the whispers that were not mine. This isn't important. This is too intense. You already failed. You can catch up tomorrow. This is just another video. Nothing will change. Those are not my sentences. That is not my tone. I do not belittle what I am doing. I do not shame those I love. I do not push you off until tomorrow when I have arranged grace for this second. The whisper that drains your courage and numbs your hunger is not from me. Understand the cost of this quiet war. Distraction does not only steal minutes, it steals miracles. It trains you to miss the gentle nudge, to call, to forgive, to apply, to pause, to pray. It teaches you to postpone obedience until obedience feels optional. It keeps you circling the same mountain with new language and the same delay. It replaces clarity with clutter and sensitivity with static. How many times have you felt the light tug to come close and said, "In a bit," and the bit dissolved into another night? This is not condemnation. This is exposure so you can be free. Right now is the counter move. Right now is the decision point. Attention is agreement. Attention is currency in the spirit. When you stay, when you listen, when you give me your gaze and your breath, you align with what I am unfolding. When you hand your attention to the noise, you tithe your power to what cannot feed you. So choose with your eyes. Choose with your minutes. Choose with your posture. Keep your finger still. Keep your heart present. Refuse the soft chain. Say with your staying, you get my attention, not the noise. And as you do, watch how sensitivity returns, how clarity sharpens, how the cycle cracks. I am here. I am speaking. Choose me now. My child, let me name the second root. Silence has felt safer than prayer because you are afraid of what you think I will ask. You have whispered to yourself, if I pray, he might tell me to forgive what still stings. If I listen, he might ask me to leave what I leaned on. If I draw near, he might start me over. If I open my mouth, he might ask for consistency I don't think I can keep. Hear me. The fear is not that I will not speak. The fear is that I will, and you won't have what it takes. So you kept the volume low and called it wisdom. You played it safe and called it balance. But beneath that careful quiet was avoidance wearing concern like a mask. I am not harsh with you. I am not transactional with you. I am not a taskmaster clocking your performance. I am a father who knows your frame, your fatigue, your history. What I ask is medicine, not punishment. What I put my finger on, I also put my hand under. My voice is not a weight to crush you. It is a yoke that fits you. I do not diagnose to shame. I diagnose to heal. I do not demand without delivering the strength to respond. I supply what I require. Shame has been whispering. You haven't been consistent. You start and stop. Don't embarrass yourself by trying again. That is not my sentence. I do not roll my eyes when you return. I run to meet you. I do not catalog how many days you missed before I listen. I am here in this day. I am speaking in this second. Your history of attempts does not disqualify your yes right now. Shame tries to keep you silent by convincing you that silence keeps you safe, but silence only keeps you stuck. Let me reframe obedience for you. Obedience is not a flawless year. It is a faithful next step. Obedience is not a performance in front of others. It is presence with me. Obedience is not managing a lifetime in your head. It is surrendering this minute in your hands. One forgiveness you have been postponing. One conversation you have been dreading. One boundary you have been avoiding. One prayer you have been afraid to pray because you think I'll ask for everything at once. I will guide you one obedient step at a time. I am not setting you up to fail. I am setting you free to follow. Yes, I may speak of forgiveness, but I will also pour the compassion you cannot manufacture. Yes, I may speak of release, but I will cut the cord you cannot sever alone. Yes, I may speak of consistency, but I will train your rhythm, steady your mornings, soften your nights. I do not stand at a distance and issue demands. I come close and shoulder the load. My commands are invitations backed by my provision. My direction is never divorced from my presence. Stay with me. Breathe. Let the fear that I will ask for more than you can carry sit in front of this truth. I will carry what you cannot. I am not here to empty you. I am here to equip you. Give me your yes, and let me give you the strength. Open your mouth again. Pray the honest prayer, not the polished one. I am willing. Help my weakness. That is enough for tonight. That is alignment. That is how the cycle breaks, not by your might, but by your staying, your surrender, your small step, strengthened by my hand. My child, look at what you have already done. The 99% will scroll, but you stayed. That choice has already opened a door in the spirit. You think you only kept your thumb still. Heaven saw you choose me over noise. Sensitivity is rare. Sensitivity is costly. Most will trade it for motion, for multitasking, for another minute of numbness. But you did not. You paused. You listened. You let your heart be reachable. That is why there is a shift even now. That is why something inside you is loosening. The door is not out there first. The door is in here first, and it has begun to open. Hear me. Attention is agreement. Staying is faith. Listening is alignment. Alignment precedes change. Alignment precedes movement. Alignment precedes miracles. You keep asking for outcomes, and I keep inviting you to alignment. When your gaze settles on me, you say yes without a speech. When you hold steady under my voice, you step into the current of what I have already been unfolding. You do not force breakthrough. You face me and breakthrough finds you. This is how I work. Not panic, presence, not frantic effort, focused agreement, not strain, surrender. Give me these minutes. Let this become an altar in the middle of your evening. Right where you are, make a sanctuary out of your stillness. Open your hands, unclench your jaw, breathe with me. Whisper, I am here. That is worship. Whisper, you have my attention. That is obedience. Do not race your mind to the end of the week. Do not calculate how to fix everything from this chair. Bring me this minute, right now. The weight that sat on your chest does not get to rule this room. I am in this room. I am in this second. Stay with me and let the nearness do what effort could not. Listen to your name in my mouth. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not late to what I designed for you. You are not the sum of pauses and false starts. You are the one who stayed. You are the one whose heart can still be moved. You are the one who values my voice over noise. I have not lowered the ceiling over your life. I have not closed the book. I have not canceled the assignment because of delay. I call you attentive. I call you teachable. I call you mine. Wear that, not the label shame tried to sew into you. Because you stayed, we will move. Tonight is not performance. Tonight is a return. I will give you one next step, not 20. I will highlight one small obedience, not a list to overwhelm you. Expect a gentle pull, a quiet clarity, a peace that points. It may be a name to forgive, a number to call, a message to send, a boundary to draw, a plan to lay down, a journal to open and tell the truth. We will do it together. You will not do it alone. As you follow that one step, alignment strengthens, and where alignment strengthens, doors respond. Do not chase the door. Keep your eyes on me and watch the handle turn. Stay here. Keep giving me these minutes. The 99% will keep moving and miss what matters. But you are not the 99%. You are the one who stayed, and staying is already the beginning of your breakthrough. My child, tonight we break the cycle, and we will not do it with effort you do not have. We will do it with honesty and presence. Come back as you are, no speeches, no pretending, no mask. I am not waiting for a polished version of you to appear. I am inviting the real you to sit with me. Return is not a performance. Return is a posture. This is how you come back. You sit, you breathe, you tell the truth, and you stay. Here is your prayer tonight. Simple, bare, enough. First, honesty. I have been avoiding you. I've been numb. I have been tired. I did not want to be disappointed again. Let the truth stand without makeup. Second, surrender. I am here. You have my attention. I consent to your nearness. Touch what I have guarded. Third, request. Speak. Show me one next step. I will follow with the strength you supply. That is all. 3 small doors that open a large room. Honesty, surrender, request. Pray it out loud if you can. Whisper if you must. I hear whispers. When you begin, your mind may push back. Random errands will parade across your thoughts. A memory will tap your shoulder. Skepticism will try to negotiate. This won't work. This is silly. Do not panic. These are withdrawal symptoms from constant noise, not proof that you are broken. Your brain has been sprinting. It will twitch as it learns to rest. Expect it. Do not fight it with violence. Answer it with gentleness. When a thought intrudes, say, "Not now. I am listening." Then come back to the sentence we set. I am here. Breathe slower than your hurry. Place your hand over your heart. Lengthen the exhale. Let your body tell your soul it is safe. Tonight I am asking for a 1-hour boundary. 1 hour where you reduce inputs so your heart can breathe. Put your phone on, do not disturb. Close the laptop, turn down the lights. If you can, put the device in another room or a drawer. Tell the people who need to know, I'll be back in an hour. Sit in a quiet chair, take a slow walk without music, or park the car and let the silence hold you. Bring a journal if it helps. Write your 3 lines: honesty, surrender, request, and then be still. Set a simple timer if that steadies you. Attention is currency in the spirit. Give me this hour as your tithe of attention tonight. Do not try to impress me with eloquence. I do not require poetry to draw near. I do not need paragraphs, I need consent. Stay present and I will meet you. If tears come, let them be the thaw. If no words come, let your breathing be your prayer. If rest comes, receive it as medicine, not failure. I will work in the quiet. I will realign what panic cannot fix. I will soften what you hardened to survive. Peace will begin to land, not as a flash, but as a steadying weight. This is how the cycle breaks, not by striving, but by the simple return of your attention. Tonight, choose the hour. Close the doors to noise. Open the door to me. Say the 3 sentences. Stay. I will speak. I will lead. And you will feel the handle turning from the inside. My child, hear me. I was not ignoring you. I did not lose your words in the wind. Those prayers you prayed until you ran out of strength. Those whispers you stopped repeating because you felt silly wanting the same thing again. I stored them. I kept them where time does not spoil them. I did not stamp them denied. I marked them developing. There is a difference between unanswered and unfolding. What you called delay, I was using as design, arranging, protecting, timing, and preparing both you and the outcome so the gift would be a blessing and not a burden. I remember the late-night requests you never told anyone about. I remember the job you asked for and then pretended you didn't want. I remember the relationship you were embarrassed to still desire, the healing you were tired of asking for, the home you pictured and then pushed away because disappointment hurt more than silence. I remember the prayer you typed and deleted. I remember the "if you still care" under your breath. I did not throw them away when you did. I kept every syllable, every sigh, every tear that translated what your words could not carry. Why did it feel so quiet? Because I was working where the noise could not explain me. I was strengthening what no applause could see. I was detoxing your appetite from counterfeits that looked kind but would have hollowed you out. I was closing doors to protect you from rooms that would have celebrated your gifting and suffocated your soul. I was letting certain options expire so you would not be trapped by almost answers. I was moving people into place, dissolving alliances that would have entangled you, maturing your discernment so you could keep what I give. Hidden work, internal roots, strategic redirections. The silence was not absence, it was precision. Listen to me now. Something is moving, something is loosening, something is aligning, not hype, holiness, not adrenaline, assurance. You will feel a steadiness in your chest where there was static. You will notice small convergences that do not shout but add up. An old contact reaching out without prompting, a closed door emailing you back, an application you forgot being reconsidered, a conversation that opens a way you could not pry. A problem will present its hidden hinge. A delay will suddenly name its purpose. A yes you could not manufacture will meet you where you stood still in obedience. Do not chase the noise for proof. Do not run after signs. Let signs follow staying. Attention is agreement. As you keep your gaze with me, what I arranged will begin to meet you without strain. The first indicators will be subtle and sacred. Peace settling, clarity rising, a gentle pull toward one obedient next step. Not pressure, not panic, not guilt. Peace, clarity, and the quiet courage to act. That is how you will recognize that the stored prayers are entering their appointed hour. Keep your fingers still. Keep your heart present. I was not ignoring you. Your prayers were stored. The unfolding has been quiet, and the next movements will meet you as you remain. My child, let me make this simple for you. You will recognize my voice by what it produces in you as it arrives. My voice settles, then sends. It brings peace that steadies the inside of your chest and clarity that simplifies your next step. It does not rush you into 10 things at once. It points to one thing with a quiet courage that feels borrowed from somewhere holy. My conviction carries hope. It names what must change and hands you the strength to begin. Condemnation shoves you into a corner and calls you a failure. I do not do that. I convict to heal. I direct to free. I command with a hand under your elbow. Use the fruit test. Hold what you hear up to its outcomes. My direction produces steadiness, courage, and a clean next step. The counterfeits produce fog, frantic motion, and vague guilt. My sentences land like a light that turns on in a small room. Call her now. Delete that number. Rest this hour. Forgive and let me handle the rest. Apply again today. Own your part and apologize. The enemy's noise arrives like a swarm. Do everything. Fix it all. You're behind. You're not enough. If you don't move right now, it's over. My leading slows your breath. The other steals it. My yes has oxygen. The other suffocates. My presence clarifies. Distraction clutters. Attention is agreement. When you agree with me, confusion loses its leverage. Tonight you will notice signs of my voice returning to your senses. A calm heaviness will lift off your shoulders. That low-grade pressure you called normal will ease. There will be an urge that is both gentle and sure, to apologize without self-defense, to pray a small, honest prayer you can actually mean, to rest without earning it, to stop hiding and send the message you've rehearsed and dreaded, to close a tab that feeds your fear, to throw away what keeps you stuck, to schedule the boundary you have avoided. You may feel the nudge to step out for fresh air, to put the phone in another room again, to open the journal and tell the truth. None of this will come with panic. It will come with a pull, quiet, consistent, reachable. Guard the seed, my child. The moment you consent to this peace, the enemy will attempt a quick theft by reintroducing urgency noise. A sudden distraction will parade as an emergency. A notification will bait your attention. A thought will sneer, "This was emotional. Get practical." Do not negotiate with noise. Answer it with decisions. Say, "Not now. I am listening." Keep the boundary we set tonight. Protect the 1 hour like a small fire in your hands. When the swirl tries to start again, return to the sentence we made together. I am here. Let the peace you feel be your referee. If something steals it, step back. If something strengthens it, step in. As you honor the gentle pull, watch what I have been arranging step forward. A door that felt sealed will click. A message you did not expect will arrive. An opportunity that passed you by will circle back with your name attached. A strained relationship will show a soft opening you can walk through with humility. A creative idea you shelved will return with support. A meeting will be moved to your advantage. A yes that has been forming beneath the surface will surface because you chose alignment over adrenaline. Do not chase these things. Let them find you in your obedience. Let peace and clarity be the rails, and you will not derail. Hear me again. You will know my voice by the peace and clarity that pull you toward one obedient next step. Take that step when it comes. Do not wait for a perfect mood or a clean past. Move with me in the small thing I highlight, and I will meet you in the movement. Sensitivity will sharpen, discernment will return. Your heart will learn the cadence again. Settle, hear, obey, repeat. Keep your finger still when it twitches. Keep your eyes with me when the noise calls your name. We will walk this out together, and what I have been unfolding will greet you on the way. My child, hear me. A door will open unexpectedly because this return has reconnected you to what I have been arranging. This is closer than you think. It is already moving. It is already forming. You are stepping into a moment that was scheduled while you were still convincing yourself to stay numb. Because you stayed, alignment clicked back into place, and alignment is the key that turns what looked sealed. You will be surprised, softly, surely, precisely. Not chaos, not hype, precision. Watch for it in ways that look ordinary but carry my fingerprints. A call from a number you almost forgot will come with an opening you could not manufacture. An email you sent months ago will resurface, not with an apology for delay, but with a clear path forward. An application you thought died in a pile will move to the top with favor you cannot explain. A creative idea you shelved because support never met, you will return, this time with a person who says, "I can help you build that," and means it. A financial shift will show itself. An invoice finally paid, a refund released, a restructuring that frees room to breathe, a small but strategic increase that loosens a knot you stopped noticing. In a strained relationship, there will be a thaw, a message that does not resolve everything but opens a gentle lane for humility and truth. These are not coincidences. I have been arranging this while you were surviving. Your return positioned you to receive what was already near your hands. Understand the mechanics of this miracle. When you stopped running, you became able to receive what was near you all along. Movement without me kept you circling doors I never chose. Staying with me reconnected you to the door I have been preparing. You did not force this, you aligned with it. You did not chase it, you noticed it. This is how breakthrough comes in my house. Peace first, then clarity, then the handle turns. Stay with me. Keep your finger still when the noise tries to pull you away at the moment of arrival. Do not let comparison steal this hour. Your timing is precise. Your story is not late. Your season is not over. I did not miss your window. I made it. I am not measuring you against anyone else's highlight reel. I am threading you through a route that protects you from rooms that would have applauded you too soon and emptied you too fast. Wear your pace with gratitude. You are not behind. You are aligned. Be ready to respond in small, timely obedience when the opening appears. Answer the call. Reply to the message the same day. Send the application again with fresh courage. Say yes to the meeting you wanted and feared. Walk through the relational soft opening with humility and no script. If I nudge you to wait a day, wait with peace. If I nudge you to move now, move without the chorus of doubt. My guidance will be simple. Your task is agreement. Attention is agreement. Agreement is movement. Now seal what I am saying. Do not only feel this, anchor it. Out loud say, I return. You have my attention. I agree with your timing. Write it where you can see it. If you can, type it as your declaration. I return. You have my attention. Then act tonight. Set the 1-hour boundary again. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Prepare the email draft you will send tomorrow. Place the item you need to return by the door. Write the apology without defending yourself. Lay out the clothes for the meeting you almost canceled. Small acts of agreement make room for large doors to open. I am already moving. I am already forming. Stay with me and let what I arranged meet you in your yes. My child, do not let this pass without a seal. Do not leave this room with loose ends in your spirit. Attention is agreement, and agreement becomes covenant when you declare it. Right now, with your own words, anchor this moment. Type, Jesus, I'm not walking away. Not as a comment to a screen, but as a contract in your heart. Type it, then say it out loud. Jesus, I'm not walking away. You are not signaling to an algorithm. You are signaling to heaven and drawing a line the enemy cannot easily cross. Now follow me in this spoken cadence, and let your voice carry the weight of your choice. Say it now. I am not unseen. I am not forgotten. I will not run from God's voice. Again, I am not unseen, I am not forgotten, I will not run from God's voice. Once more for the layers that tried to numb you. I am not unseen, I am not forgotten, I will not run from God's voice. My child, your own ears need to hear your mouth agree with me. Your nervous system needs to memorize the sound of your yes. Name what you want restored. Bring it into the light where I work. Say it plainly, and if you can, write it beneath your declaration. Restore my peace. Restore my faith. Restore my family. Restore my purpose. Restore my hope. Restore my sensitivity to your presence. Put the name on it. Do not be vague to protect yourself from disappointment. Honesty is the door. Faith is the hand on the handle. When you name it, you agree with what I love to heal, to rebuild, to breathe on again. Hear me with gravity. Do not trade this holy interruption for familiar noise. Do not hand this hour back to the habit that starved you. Refuse the exit door right now. Seal it in your spirit. When the impulse to scroll returns, when the whisper says, later, answer immediately. Jesus, I'm not walking away. When a sudden notification parades as urgent, test it against the peace we just established. If it steals peace, it is not the priority of this moment. Keep your boundary. Guard the flame. You are not the 99% who drifts into numbness. You are the one who stays. Receive this as I place my hand on your shoulder. I am proud of your yes. I am not leaving you to manage this alone. I will sit with you through this night. I will cover your mind as you rest. I will steady your breath when you wake. You will feel my nearness again when the room is quiet. You will sense the gentle pull to the one next step we named. Go forward calmly. Move without drama. Keep your finger still when it twitches. Keep your heart present when the noise calls your name. Say it one more time and let it settle like a seal over your soul. Jesus, I'm not walking away. I receive your declaration. I answer it with my presence. Stay with me and let this moment become your new beginning. My child, I am still here. I have not moved. I am not angry with you. I am not disappointed in you. I am near with the steady care of a father who already counted every wobble and still chose to meet you in this exact second. Feel the peace I am placing over you now. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath lengthen. You are loved with a love that doesn't flinch when you hesitate and doesn't vanish when you miss a step. I am present. I am patient. I am pleased you stayed. Look at what we walked through together tonight. We interrupted the exit. We named the urge to flee as a signal that this moment matters. We exposed the roots, distraction, numbness, shame, and fear, and we cut the soft chain that kept you moving but never arriving. We reframed the battle. We restored your identity. You reclaimed your attention. You received one clear next step, not 10. You sealed your yes. This is not theory. This is transformation in motion. The ground under your feet has shifted. You will not be the same after this moment. Now take this with you in simple practice. Tonight, before you sleep, give me a quiet minute, just one. Sit on the edge of the bed or stand by the window and whisper an honest sentence. I am here and I return to you first. Then obey one small nudge I highlighted. Send the message. Place the item by the door. Fill out the form. Throw away what keeps you stuck. Lay out what prepares you to move. After you obey, rest. I will cover your sleep. When you wake, do not reach for noise first. Place your hand over your heart and return to me before you return to anything else. Good morning, Jesus. I am here. That is how you make me first, not last. That is how peace becomes your pattern. I commission you now as the one who stayed. Wear this identity. You are not the 99% who drift. You are the one whose heart can be guided. You will move at the pace of peace. You will let clarity lead you into the next right thing. Keep your finger still when it twitches. Keep your eyes with me when the room starts calling your name. If the urge to run returns, answer it with our sentence and breathe. I am here. Return first and let peace lead you into what I have been preparing. Attention is agreement, and agreement will carry you through doors I am already turning. There is someone you love who is avoiding me like you were. Share this word with them, not to pressure, not to prove anything, but to hand them the same key I just placed in your palm. Send it with gentleness, no pressure. If this finds you, I am with you. Be a messenger of peace. I will use your compassion to interrupt another exit. Go tonight in peace, my child. I am still here when the room grows quiet and when the day begins. Return to me first, not last, and watch how I order your steps. We start again together. You are mine, and I am not walking away.